Montreal. We've also had a litany of penalty calls. Smith over the middle. What a catch. S.J. Green, who makes it look routine. He may have got a little banged up here.
Took a pretty good pop, but a great adjustment to the ball by S.J. Green. This one's a little bit behind him. You'll see him coming across right to left on your screen to get that reach back. But just as he's exposed, reaching back to catch that ball, Johnny Sears lowers the boom.
So S.J. Green will have to go off for the series here. And a boom it was. S.J. Green, of course, the last few seasons, one of the super slots in Montreal, Jamel Richardson, and was released by this football team. No longer here, and openings created. Certainly a new era in Montreal with no Calvillo, Jamel Richardson gone, and Troy Smith's show now. This guy, Brandon Whitaker, shimmies and shakes to the 26-yard line. Close to a first down.
No matter who's under center in Montreal, number 2 remains one of their most important weapons, Brandon Whitaker. Dual threat, great ball carrier, great receiver out of that backfield. They can keep feeding him the rock and get that running game going. Try and slow down that Winnipeg defense. It's only going to help Troy Smith.
Short yardage. Tanner Marsh again. Ball's loose. Whistle blew. You can hear the Blue Bombers screaming, go after the ball, go after the ball, as Marsh actually had it held up pretty high. They tried to strip him of the ball. Depends on the spot here. And they will move the sticks. It indeed is a first down.
This Montreal short yardage team has been pretty impressive. So a nice crease created there for Tanner Marsh to get that first down yardage.
Troy Smith has to hurry here to get this play off. He ran from the sideline. 9 seconds on the play clock here. Down to 5 seconds. There they go. There goes the ball to the end zone. One-on-one. And Randall and London engage in a battle in the end zone. Incomplete pass.
Well, you like the height of Brandon London in that matchup, but it looked to me like the better option in that combination route might have been the out to Dave Stala. As he's got a defender chasing from the inside, he's in behind his man, whereas there's help on that deep route to Brandon London. Well defended by Chris Randall.
Chance for another shot here. Alouettes have to get to the 15 for a first down. Catch made. Stafford again. Dropped from behind by Nation Dunn, but after he had achieved the first down. Going to be first and goal here for the Alouettes. They found a good one here in Kenny Stafford.
No, this Alouettes brass will tell you that his training camp was just too good to keep him off the roster this time around. You'll see Chad Johnson clears things out for him by taking that good outside release to get the corners back turned to the play. Opening that space in the flat for Kenny Stafford.
4 catches and a touchdown. Brandon Whitaker stood up at the 5-yard line.
The Alouettes will go back to that 5-receiver set. Eric Delorier in for Stephen Limbala.
Before tonight, the Alouettes had not recorded a touchdown pass. That obviously changed with the TDs to Stafford and Chad Johnson. Now they look to score again. Smith, a bullet, touchdown!
in this territory in the first half of this ball game, but he and Smith weren't able to hook up. This time it's classic S.J. Green. 220-pound, 6'3" receiver against a smaller DB. Shields Demond Washington from the football. A nicely placed throw from Troy Smith, getting into the outside where Green had position on his defender.
13 majors last year, CFL All-Star. Solomon Jr. Green. S.J. Green, that's number 1. He's keeping the football of 2014. All the talk about Troy Smith's struggles with accuracy, not being able to score the ball in the air. That's forgotten right now. Alouettes have turned it on. Former Heisman Trophy winner has found his targets. The Alouettes have an 8-point advantage on Wendy's Friday Night Football. Troy Smith, first he was banged up.
Yeah, but recovered well after making that big catch in traffic. Makes it back onto the field for the touchdown catch. A little hookup between quarterback and receiver there. Maybe a sign that these two are starting to get a bit of a feel for each other.
Still looks like he's hurting on that sideline, but the Alouettes liking this now. 30-22. Game has gone back and forth. And Paris Cotton back and forth. Boy, took a bit of a headshot, it looked like there. Up near the 40-yard line. Dangerous tackle. S.J. Green. 3 straight 1,000-yard seasons, and a lot of those catches of the highlight reel variety.
No doubt. Some 31 touchdowns in that span as well. No question, he is one of the Canadian Football League's elite performers.
So now the Blue Bombers have to play catch-up again, something they've been able to do with success. Came back against Ottawa. His screen, Nick Moore. Moore slants in up near the 45-46-yard line. The Bombers with season-opening win at Investors against the Argos. Walloped them. And last week, win against the Ottawa Red Blacks. Had to fight back for that one. Mike O'Shea looking to give the Bombers a 3-0 record for the first time since 2003. Only twice since 1965 have the Blue Bombers started the season 3-0. They're going to have to play comeback to get there. Willie. Moore almost had it stripped by Gerald Brown. It was a dangerous pass. And it'll be 3rd and 7.
Especially in Gerald Brown's territory. Brown tied for 3rd in the Canadian Football League last season with 5 interceptions. Widely respected by his opponents and teammates as one of the best in the business.
Renault, very close to having it blocked. Dominique Ellison on the play again. Here goes Larry Taylor. And West bringing him down. 8-point lead for the Alouettes. 9.5 to go at Percival Molson Stadium.
Immediately following Game 1 of Wendy's Friday Night Football on TSN, we are going out to Commonwealth Stadium where the 0-1 Ottawa Red Blacks are facing the surprise 2-0 Edmonton Eskimos. Coming up after Game 1.
Handoff to Brandon Whitaker. 1st and 10. Alouettes leading 30-22. Troy Smith looking good here tonight. His best start as an Alouette quarterback, something that Tom Higgins thinks he'll see more of.
I don't know that people truly understand that anytime you are the guy in whatever league it is, there's a great deal of pressure. And I truly believe that that's one thing that he can handle extremely well. And one thing that he does extremely well is, you know, people are willing to follow him. And so obviously that's a sign of a very, very good leader.
Already better numbers than over the first 2 games, but not this time. Chris Randall, he's going to the house and he'll score. Pick 6, Winnipeg. Just when Tom Higgins was lauding his quarterback, a huge mistake from the Alouettes, and the Blue Bombers turnover, touchdown. Already a fumble return for a touchdown, and now an interception return for the former Stampeder, now Blue Bomber, Chris Randall.
Chris Randall anticipated that route, jumping in front of S.J. Green, trying to come underneath. Now the Winnipeg Blue Bombers send their offense on the field to go for 2. Looking to tie this ball game.
.28, loads of time left. Now you don't necessarily have to go for 2 here.
Well, there's still a lot of time left in this ball game, but I know Mike O'Shea went through this last week. But I like the decision to go after it here on the road.
Well, it shows a lot of confidence, too, in this offense. The worst case, you're down 2. Best case, you could be tied up, but you're not. But really a gift for Chris Randall and the Blue Bombers. The pick 6. We've had it all here tonight, have we not?
Huge defensive play there from Randall, and it's just as you're thinking about this Montreal Alouette team, and the big thing about this squad, we'll keep an eye here on Brandon London. London's kind of he's trying to fight through Chris Randall. If he goes through the inside shoulder of Chris Randall to free up S.J. Green coming underneath, rather than letting Randall fight to get to the inside, that pass doesn't get picked off. But because Randall won that battle with London for inside position, it gets intercepted. But the thing about the Montreal Alouettes, they're a defense that generates a lot of takeaways. The key for them offensively is to prevent the giveaways, avoid turnovers. And that was their big downfall last year. They were a team that led the league in takeaways, but they were also near league worst in terms of the giveaways, and it cost them.
Mike O'Shea in a conversation, rather animated one on the sideline with the timing officials. That is the Blue Bombers' first interception of 2014. It goes for a touchdown. They have won the turnover battle here tonight. Points off turnovers, 12-3 Winnipeg. And as you mentioned, that giveaway takeaway, and it's such a precursor and a common denominator for winning records. Just look at it. The teams that win don't give the ball away more than they take it away.
Yeah.
And the Blue Bombers so far, this has been night and day from what we saw last season. Still early in the season, though. Bombers still down 2, failed 2-point convert. Ball that bounces in to the end zone. So now,
well, and here's the interesting twist.
Yes,
had they kicked the single,
now they're tied. So the Rouge, the point for Winnipeg. And again, you take it for granted sometimes, but how many games have we broadcast? How many games have you played in where those points eventually add up? Not to be taken lightly. Bombers missed a 2-point convert. They had a 1-point convert blocked earlier.
Now this one, because Larry Taylor never fielded the football,
exactly.
and it went out of bounds on its own.
One.
It's coming out to the 25-yard line. There is no single point because he didn't catch the ball and concede.
So 2-point deficit still for the Blue Bombers with Taylor not touching. It is not the Rouge, the single. And Whitaker almost was stripped. And then finally just bullied down by Greg Peach.
Well, Johnny Sears just appeared in the picture initially like a human missile. He's shaking his head because he knew he could have stuffed that play for a loss. But Brandon Whitaker just dodged the tackle.
Sears looking up at the end zone scoreboard at the video replay right now, watching himself how close it was.
Yeah, he's just coming downhill all the way from his free safety position. Just narrowly missed a big hit.
Again, playing free safety tonight. It's his fourth position with the Blue Bombers. Smith has an open man, have to come back to the football as Chad Johnson had separation, but the ball that time was underthrown. Matt Buckner was down there, and so too was Johnny Sears. Chad Johnson, if you're just with us, had the first major, his first CFL touchdown earlier tonight. Montreal had the lead, lost the lead, had the lead, lost the lead. It's been back and forth, this tug of war here on a Friday night under a full moon in Montreal. Demond Washington back. Sean White with another great kick. Downfield quickly. Washington made one miss, but not another. 43-yard boot. Bombers down to Ocho Cinco with his first touchdown and some love for the ref earlier tonight. His Owls lead by 2. 7 flow, 5 lead changes. Rod Black, Dwayne Ford, John Liu, and our entire crew here. McGill University in Montreal tonight. Winnipeg Blue Bombers trying to keep their unblemished record intact. That's not going to help, though. The pass for Clarence Denmark off the mark.
Well, the latest round in that battle between Denmark and Jeff Tisdale on the short side of the field. Tisdale thought he might have had a shot at a pick on that one.
Drew Willie, man in command, told us yesterday his hero growing up was a guy he actually got a chance to go to camp with in the NFL, Peyton Manning. Loved the way he took control. That's what he has to do right now, and the Blue Bombers are not going to get the first down and are going to have to boot it away again. Catch made on the far side by Nick Moore again, but well short of the first down. Mike O'Shea and his upstart Blue Bomber team. Alouettes, who started the season miserably, looking to make it 2 wins in a row. Bad hop to Taylor. He's going backwards, and there was an absolutely hellacious block on this return. Taylor ran about 60 yards, but only picked up 5. Troy Smith, your turn again. What a night this could be for Troy Smith and his continuing evolution.
Yeah, and part of this for Troy Smith, despite what all he's accomplished in his football career, for this former Heisman Trophy winner, a little bit of confidence here in the Canadian Football League could go a long way for him.
And a hard hit there again for Whitaker. When you get a chance to meet Troy Smith, you got to realize here's a Heisman Trophy winner. Here's a guy who was a star in NCAA football, ranked as the #1 quarterback of all time at Ohio State University. You get a sense that he's a very humble soul, do you not?
Yeah, absolutely. And even when you talk to him about his Heisman winning season and his college career, one of the things that Troy Smith emphasizes is that where things really turned for him, where he really started to develop as a quarterback at Ohio State, was when he realized it wasn't all about him, it was about the team.
There goes Brandon Whitaker, Demond Washington, and another huge lick from Johnny Sears, but a big game for the Alouettes. They look to take control here down the stretch. 4.5 to go.
For the legs of Whitaker, Smith, Stephen Lombardo to play a role here down the stretch. They try to grind down that clock. Nice high percentage play call.
7 yards there. Second down, make it 5 yards. Second down and 5. Reminder for those viewers. Out west, the Edmonton Eskimos getting ready for kickoff at Commonwealth Stadium against the visiting Ottawa Redblacks. And the Eskimos, like the Blue Bombers, coming into week 3, perfect, 2-0. Second and 5, play action, lots of time.